shall fall asleep someday, and from earth I'll pass away. Yes,
This is about Cincinnati's black legendary gospel. This gospel documentary doesn't scratch the surface of the gospel we have here in Cincinnati, but please enjoy this representation that I have to offer. In this style of documentary, we try to give you close to full version of a song instead of sound bites that may tease you when you want more. Enjoy and love somebody.
For the things of earth shall fail. It could have been me in a wheelchair with no feet.
Hello world, this is Mr. Keith Little, trying to bring the best of Cincinnati gospel, past, present, and future. Sitting and thinking, as I often do, I thought back of some of the great gospel artists that no one will ever hear again. The late and forgotten artists. In this documentary, you will find those that put Cincinnati on the map in the world of gospel. The Grammy and Stellar Award winners and their music. Some of the vintage footage has been collected from many sources. I want you to get to know the artists as I have over the years. Enjoy and love somebody.
Cause it could have been me. I really do. Yes, I do. Cause it could have been me. I got another verse. Now listen.
Local Artists Networking. I'm so glad to be a part of it. I'm Chris Stiles. You can see me on NXS Music and Entertainment Television. I do Just Praise TV, commercial and live stage productions. So I try to get around. Unfortunately, Keith took it upon himself to say, hey, you need some work. So here I am, because I've kind of been a little lax lately.
I've had the pleasure of organizing, booking, and promoting Coulon Gospel Classic, sponsored by the city of Cincinnati, spearheaded by Council Member Jim Tarbell. This took place here in Cincinnati at the Cincy Blues Fest. We promoted it 5 years or better. Let's hear from Council Member Jim Tarbell.
I saw you in there grooving when they were playing. You like gospel music?
Oh yeah, ever since I was a kid. I guess when I was about 10 years old, you know, I found CIN, just kind of by accident, just surfing on the radio, and you know, while that wasn't part of my church-going experience, it became a vicarious thrill for me listening to it on the radio, and I've been stuck ever since, you know. And there are points on the way in my life, where I've had the pleasure of gospel music, and then when I saw Thomas Dorsey and Anna Smith and Say Amen Somebody, which is the history of gospel, the movie about the history of gospel, that was a very important moment. And the funny thing is that with politics, that's been a unique opportunity to get into churches, and they think that I'm there going for votes, and I'm there listening to the music, and so it's been a real wonderful opportunity for me. When this happened 2 years ago, and the one thing is, I've known since I was a child what a wonderful resource we have in Cincinnati, and how wonderful the gospel music program in Cincinnati is, but it's all, kind of a secret. It's in the churches, and if you're not going to those churches, you don't know. And I've always felt, why am I so unique? There's tons of people out there that they knew about it, would appreciate it, so let's get it out there.
One day, Jesus made a way for me. Yes, he did.
These wonderful kids are our future in the gospel. They inspire my soul. I think our gospel is in good hands.
I know I'll pass where he set me free. Yes, he did. One
Here is the 20th Century Theater, where we host the Kulan Music Master Summit and Flowers Award ceremony of 13 years at this point. This is where we recognize all the artists, give them their flowers while they live, and in memory of, to let them know that Cincinnati does support our own. A lot of the artists you see here are no longer with us, but they live on in our memory.
Lord, sometimes I sit and wonder, will I ever be what I want to be? But I thank you, Jesus, for what I am. Yes, I do, Lord. Lord, I want to be like you in everything I say and I do, but I thank you, Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, the original legendary Golden Eyes.
Well, the group was started in 1971. We started in my grandmother's house, and we have sung just about all the Midwest, down south, wherever we would play the same, we sang the original Golden Eyes. We started, the Lord has called 3 or 4 of us home on our guitar player. We had a tenor singer. We had a guitar player and tenor singer left, Brother Del Gillum. We also had Brother Thomas Toby that lived. We had Jeff and we had Russell Gibbon. Russell Gibbon was a part of us. And Keith Little started with us. So when we receive the award this evening, he will be with us, and that's a blessing.
It is. He's a great guy. I love him dearly. He's became a good friend.
We have recorded on Champ Recording, HSE Recording, HSE of America, Simon Recording, Sue Ann Recording, and now we on Heaven Heaven Records. So this is the original member of the Golden Eyes, so we're always going to recognize him. because he is a blessing to us. And I'm so delighted and so glad to have him aboard, and he's always welcome.
A lot of people are blessed to have him in their lives, you know what I mean?
Cincinnati United Local Artists Network. Love to show some love for the Lifetime Achievement Award to the original Golden Heirs.
Ain't that pretty, y'all? I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Brother Little. Come on back over here. You know, he didn't let y'all in on half of it. When we started the group, he was our bass player. Why don't you give him a hand? Why don't you give him a hand? But you know, I'm glad that a person never ever strays away from his roots. He always remembers Jesus Christ. And that's the beautiful thing about Keith Little. Always remembering God the Savior. And you know, the Bible says, in as much as you've done it to one of the least of these, my brethren, you've done it to me. And that's why I praise you, son. Thank you. Thank you. You and your staff. And thank you all of you for buying out.
Put your hands together. Are we going home? Well, I've come along. Yeah, I've come along. Yeah, I had to wrestle. I had to tussle. I've come along. I've come along.
James A. Madden of the Hot Tones. Been with the Hot Tones since 1959. It was a pleasure being here for this occasion, and I think this is something that was well needed, that we won't forget our heritage. And I want to thank for Brother Keith for presenting this, and I want to thank him for it. With Lil Fan.
Oh, no doubt. I'll get a chance to hear some of that music a little later on.
I can't wait to hear you. Yeah. It's going to be a blessing to be able to hear you, you know. And
like I said, hadn't been done. Most of the members have passed on, and I feel it's just very needed that we never let this music die, and I'm going to do all I can to keep it going, along with everything, keeping our history together. The fabulous harp tone. Yeah, please put your hand together for Mr. James Evans. Listen to this stuff, y'all. Turn that up, baby. Yeah.
All the great joy to my soul, my Lord, you done just what He said. Oh, yes, He did. You know that He healed the sick and He raised up the dead, my God did. Oh, yes, He did. Then He brought joy to
and I forgot to call Charles up there, baby. Yeah, and them guys were singing back there. Listen, y'all hear that? I want to come up there and get in there with them sometime, but they were just working on no music. James Evans, Cincinnati United Local Artists Network, I'd like to present you with the Lifetime Achievement Award. This to you, Florida, baby.
Associated with Brother Keith here, I really appreciate what he's done. This is a rare occasion, believe me. We do a lot of things in the city and we're forgotten. But the Lord saw fit to give him a thing to do. He expressed himself. He told me, he said, I get tired sometimes, but I can't quit. But when the Lord gives you something to do, you have to take heed and do it. A lot of times we sit on things that we should do and won't do it and could benefit somebody else. But with Brother Keith here, we're going to live forever. The harp tones. Believe me. Thank
The
you.
The original Five Blind Boys of Mississippi have won 2 Grammys and I don't know how many Stellar Awards to the accomplishment. Speaks volume.
Y'all put your hand together. Come on, stand up and play along for the Blind Boys. The original Five Blind Boys of Mississippi. Pump it up, baby. Pump it up. You gonna sit up there. You gonna run your mouth. You gonna start singing. No. We're gonna keep singing and praising His name. Singing and praising His name every day, every day. Blind Boys been singing for a long time, and we're not gonna slow down. As long as we can sing and shout, we're gonna stick around. All over America, Europe, Spain, even in Peru. As long as we have a song to sing, we're gonna sing for you. The original Five Blind Boys, and I'll let you talk with your flowers. If you give them the Lifetime Achievement Award, y'all show some love.
Thank you very much. First, I would like to give honor to God. And I thank Brother Keith Little and this association for giving us this award. The blind fellas couldn't be here. One live in Chicago, one live in Connecticut, one live in New York. And they couldn't be here, but I've been the lead singer for the Blind Boys 37 years. And you know what? I graduated from Cincinnati Public School right here in Cincinnati. I graduated from Taft High School. And all of my musicians, they are here, but the blind fellas couldn't be here. And we would like to thank Cincinnati for this award. Thank you very much.
The famous Lattimore sisters, they have been singing for over 65 years. And the singing masterman. Come on, let's listen in. Give me some of the name of the group back in the early day, like the Mighty Faith and Mighty Faith. I'm talking about locally. Mighty Faith Increasing.
They were good. Mighty Faith Increasing. The Nolan Boys.
Yeah, Kenny and Doc.
Well, the Doc was.
He wasn't with them. I thought Doc was with them a little while. Just Kenny and Johnny.
Kenny and Johnny and Ray Shackelford.
Ray Shackelford.
Andrew Caple. You made that recording.
Okay. Kenny once started Greg Lattimore, right? When he, just like y'all put up on the box, he set Greg up on the chair.
Yeah, he did that. He's still going on. I wasn't looking for him to continue to go this far, but he's doing good. He's going on.
Oh, yes, he has. Always been a treasure. Mama Helen?
We kept saying, well, I kept saying the box. You know, what are they going to do with just a box? And they said, just wait, you'll see. So I got in the church, they put the box down. And here comes Greg stepping up on the box with a little short self. And when he started singing, that did it.
Yeah.
Really did it.
From then on.
And he's been going ever since.
But you know, just about all your grandkids, your daughters and sons, grandkids, great grandkids, all of them are very talented. Y'all have to be very proud of all of them. Sometimes. No, they got some energy now. So y'all can.
Well, with Miko, he just started out on his own.
I'm gonna do that holy city, wanna do that, you know that. I'm gonna do that holy city, wanna do that. I'm gonna do that holy city. I'm gonna do that holy city, wanna be there. I'm gonna sing and never get tired, wanna be there. You know that. I'm gonna sing and never get tired, wanna be there. Hallelujah. I'm gonna sing and never get tired. I'm gonna sing and never get tired, wanna be there. I'm gonna shout my troubles over, wanna be there. You know that. I'm gonna shout my troubles over. Sing yeah. I'm gonna shout my troubles over. I'm gonna shout my troubles over. Wanna be there. 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 I'm gonna have to talk with these. Tell them about the problem. Hear my best on the right. And then I love you. 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 Yes, I love you. 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 Yes,
Something that he wanted to do. I guess it's because he went on us all the time.
Yeah. Well, y'all was great influence to a lot of folks around here.
I guess Nico said, well, my goodness, everybody's doing it. Why can't I do it too?
Oh, he's doing a good job with it too.
He's hanging in there, you know.
How many years y'all been at it?
Oh my God, 65 years.
65 years. I see that. Now that's the testament on its own.
We got an old record. The first record we made.
Oh yeah, on what label? Y'all did Finch?
We did it with Finch Recording.
And what's the name of that one?
That's the one that most of the mamas leading on. One of them.
I think what brought that song to Mama's head is when we was going out of town to sing on the way to church, we only had a flat tire. And we had to sit on the highway a little bit, wait till somebody else. That's when Mama started singing, I was standing.
That was her song, or that's the first song y'all heard?
That was her.
What's the name of the first recording y'all did on your very first one?
What's the name of that song? Name? Come a long way, a mighty long way.
Burning in the heat of the day, the Lord will make a way.
I heard a voice of Jesus saying, come on to me and rest, lay down thou weary, thou head.
This is Mr. Elijah Pat Williams, lead singer of the very first group, the gospel group that I played with back in 1966, I think it was. The name of the group was the Christian Ad. This was right after the legendary Bootsy Collins and Ronald Duskin had left the group. I didn't know that then until I found out at his funeral that's where I'll be placed, as he sang with the New Jerusalem Male Chorus back in 1985 with this video. This is a slimmed down version of the Galilee Male Course, also known as the Pewley Watt, Pews, Littles, and Watson, back in 1985, when yours truly had a slightly lighter voice. Go ahead, GMC. These are the original harp tone as it started out in 1950. Let's talk with James Avant.
Well, we started out in 1950 as the Medoc Singers. It was me, my brother, Johnny Nolan.
What's your brother's name?
My brother?
Yeah, what's his name?
Alfred Avant.
Alfred Avant?
Yeah, he was sung leads. And Ike Williams. We started out, we saw for about 2 years. I forgot one other fellow, that was Bud Starkey.
Okay.
Yeah. We saw him for about 2 years. And then Brother Godfrey came to the group. Brother Godfrey had a group called the Four-Star Harmonizers. Yeah. And we organized a group called the Avant Singers. We named it after my father at that time.
Okay.
My daddy he sung with a silver tone from the early 40s up to 1950. Yeah, and then he sung up to 1950 and he organized a group called the Cincinnati. But during that era, that's when he organized the Avant Singers. So that was me, Donald Oliver. Donald was not a singer at that time. He was a baseball player. He used to come to rehearsal quite a bit, so my daddy got tired of him being on the sideline, so he called him over and said, "Come here, boy." And had him start singing. So that's where Don started. Me, Brother Godfrey, Don Oliver, Roosevelt Flowers, and George McCrae.
That's a James McCrae's father?
Yeah, no, that was his uncle.
His uncle, okay.
His father sung with Gerardo's group.
That's all I need. That's all I need. More faith. That's all I need. That's all I need. More faith. That's all I need. That's all I need. I need it to help me. 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 I need it in the morning. I need it to help me. I need it to help me. I need it to help me. I need it in the evening. I need it to help me. I need it to help me. In the midnight hour. I need it to help me. I need it to help me. I need it to help me. I remember a long time ago when I was down in the world of sin. Jesus came along one day and it took me.
So from there, we sung with Avant Singers up until about 9 years. Up until 57. That's when I got married. I got married and I went into the service. And when I come back from the service, the group had changed name. Mr. Jonas Berry reorganized the group because he used to sing with the Louise Trossel.
Okay.
You remember that?
I remember her.
I can't think of the name of the name. I'm getting old. I can't remember the name of the Galilee Trumpets. The Galilee Trumpets at that time. And when that group dispersed, that's when Mr. Berry reorganized the harp tones because I was gone, and they picked up Charlie and Cole. They used to sing with the Evening Shadows. And I had a guy named Bill, came from Reverend Saul Prophet.
Prophet?
Remember, he had a bass singer there, and he came from that group to the harp tones when I left.
We are we all know that he loves us, one and all. Lord, there are times when we find that Lord, another voice and gone. If we are willing, well, he will teach us his voice only to obey no matter what. And he Lord, I'm glad to know he knows just how much Lord, think of the time that you question, Lord, down in your heart, said, oh Lord, what shall I do?
My goodness, my friend. And I tried to find consolation, but I found they had troubles too. Oh, we have a Lord, but really you're better heaven and a good him melody from everything that care and he. But I know just how much we can bear. Another thing, Lord, is sometimes you hear me. I want you to know that you never left alone at all. Go to God and ask the strength to keep on tall and lonely. Though sometimes you have tears to fall, but I know there's a God rules the earth and the heaven, all in Him that relieves from every pain and care and He. But I swear and I may know just how much we can bear. Oh Lord, is Lord, down in my heart I said, Lord, what shall I do, Lord? Been to my friends and I tried to find consolation, but when I got there I found them complaining too. But I know we have enjoyed all this assurance. Heavenly Father will always answer prayer and hear. But I'm glad to know He knows just how much we can bear.
We remain together up until death. With Brother Godfrey did. Yeah. But and that was some memory moments too. Brother Godfrey was a genius. A lot of people don't realize he was a genius.
Yes, he was.
Not only in singing, but in public. He always visited the nursing homes. He always took care of the sick. There's a lot of things people just didn't know. He always helped people out. And he and I was together from kids, from Elder Street days down to the terminal station, you know. That was before you were born.
Well, I know, because me and the son, now we come up together, so I know that was,
that was
before we.
Brother Godfrey played piano. A lot of people didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he played the piano, but he stuck to singing. He loved singing, you know. But anyway, that's how the hop tones arrived, and we all enjoyed it. That's from teenage days, you know. But we had a lot of singing background. Like I said, my father sung for many years. At one time, he was supposed to have been with the Southern Airs. That was a group that was before your time, because I was about 8 or 9 years old when the Southern Airs was in business, you know. But anyway, this is where my singing background came in. Brother Godfrey's mother sung, and there was plenty of talent in their family too, you know, from piano players, from singers on up, you know. And he got all that from his people, you know. But I love singing. My mother sung. She never sang, but sang solos and choirs at the church. But I think about a lot of the old pioneers that was here during the time we became. You're talking about the Voice of Meditation. Do you remember that?
Not familiar. Now, what year was this? You got to give me some years.
This is all in 1950.
Okay, I come here in 53, so.
Okay, it was in the 50s, the Voice of Meditation, the Lattimore Singers, they've been around forever.
Yeah, that's got it. She said they was here 65 years.
That's right. You're right. They was there when we were kids coming up. They made a lot of transition. The group never stopped. And I think about Shep.
Yeah.
Shep Hills and the Gospel Airs, which was around here. That was one group that was extremely good.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Alan Harris.
And most of all, I think about Brother Jesse of the Golden Airs.
Okay, Jesse Willingham.
Yeah, now I always admired him from a kid coming up. Jesse used to have a beautiful group, and if I'm not wrong, I think the group was the Thunderbirds at that time. That was before the Golden Airs, the Brown Brothers, and he has always had good talent. And even as of now, he's got good talent.
Still got good talent.
And still hold it. And that's one thing I admire by him. He always helped us whenever we was wanted programs or want to go somewhere, he was there for us all the time. To me, he's a legend. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my kids and my family and all, and I'm thankful for my group, the years that I did sing with the group. Right now, I am the only original harp tone that's left. We do have Brother Charles Godfrey, which is Brother Williams Godfrey's brother. He's still around. And Joe Jenkins, our bass singer, he's no longer here in the city. He's out in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay.
But he's still singing. I think God has chose a lot of us in that group, because some of our members we have had throughout the past that was known sinners. I mean, ain't no doubt about it. But we drew them to the Lord. And I'm thankful for that. And they will testify to that today. You know,
that's a testimony.
That's a testimony, you know. So it matters what you do.
Yeah.
It does. It really matters. Great matters.
I want folks to see what I saw, all the great talent that they'll never know.
No, they won't.
But they will not.
Yeah. Thank you. And I appreciate that.
This fantastic husband and wife duo, Wash and Chlorine Hobson, take us back down the old time way. The way we did back down south. Take a listen. These are the religious gospel airs of Lincoln Heights. Also started in the late 50s, early 60s, as we talked to the lead singer, Alan Harrison Jr. Oh, the Voices of Love before there was the gospel air?
The Voices of Love.
And that's not just interrupt you, but was that any part of the Lincoln Heights gospel singing?
Yeah, they was all from Lincoln. They was from Lincoln Heights at the time. They all lived in Lincoln Heights.
Okay.
But It was the Voice of Love. Thought I had a pretty nice voice, so he wanted me to come over and try out with them, you know. But at that time, as I was coming in, they was changing their name to the Gospel Ad.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year was this?
This was in 54. We got this guy out of Memphis, Tennessee. Everybody call him Big White Hops. He came here from Tennessee. And he put the gospel out on a different style that we wasn't used to, you know.
Okay.
But he gave us a different style. And so at that time, we decided we're going to cut a 45. He's my guiding light. Yeah, he's my guiding light. The Lord don't leave me.
This in 1954?
This was about 1957.
Okay.
Yeah. But we had sung a few years before we had got together with Wash, and he put the gospel out on a different style. And so at that time, James Avant, he had left Cincinnati and went to Texas and set up a recording company called Avant label. Avant recording. It was something like a sub-label from Peacock.
Okay.
They had the same address.
Oh, for Peacock.
Peacock, they had the same address.
Just a division of a subsidiary.
And so we at that time, the gospel was out of date. They had recorded on the same label. And so then we had to change our name from the gospel ad to religious gospel ad of Lincoln Heights, you know.
Okay.
And that's why we started there. And so we sent a tape to, we sent 4 songs. And we took both White songs. They accepted those 2 songs. And so that was our first recording on Avant's label. And then after they accept those songs, then we got a letter from Peacock. Peacock wanted to take it over, you know, and put us on a contract. And at the time, you know, I was ready because I had just got married. I didn't have no children. And I was ready to go, you know. There was guys, you know, who had families. And they couldn't go on the road, you know.
Yeah.
But I was ready to go, but singing's been my life. It's been my life, and I have enjoyed it. But I always want to touch somebody. You know?
Well, you did. You didn't know it. How much? Because that stayed with me through the years.
Glad that I touched somebody through my Savior.
I said you had some other awards there. I said you had one with Charles Foles singer.
Oh yeah. He was giving out those awards. It was a few years ago when the group of the city, you know, award. We won that one.
Well, we kind of miss Charles Foles too.
Yeah, you know, Charles is my cousin.
When you try.
Grammy Award winner Charles Foles and the Charles Foles Singers, one of Cincinnati's finest jewels. His personality and great spirit has certainly been missed. That he did. At the route all the time, and how he went to represent Cincinnati.
That's why he was so blessed, because he was humble, you know.
And then when he got the Grammy.
Yeah. Got the Grammy, yeah.
Were you there with him to accept it?
No, I didn't go there. He went to California to accept that. That's for sure. I look back over my life and say I've been blessed.
And you have blessed others more than you know.
I'm glad I blessed someone.
You can see I got some pictures of some of them. We can get some of the pictures here and tell me who's who.
Yeah, that's the pictures. Jesse McDowell and Walter Chancellor. Jesse McDowell, Allen Harrison Jr., Shep Hilson, and James Neal. That's another group of the gospelaires there. We changed up, but we kept going.
All right.
That's from left to right. Walter Chancellor in the corner. Gregory Curry, Allen Harrison Jr., Ulysses Pride, David Rawls, Thurman Ivory, and Jimmy Pickard.
Looking like David Ruffin.
That's the 50s. Everybody said that. 50s. That's the 50s. Now that's the 50s. Now that was the first recording group.
From left to right?
Luther Reese.
At the top?
Yeah. Allen Harrison Jr., James Neal, and Fletcher Cole, Seddon, Roy Ford, and Wash Hobson. This was on High Tone. You ever heard of High Tone?
Oh, yes.
We recorded on High Tone. And so that's Benny Wallace, Allen Harrison, Ben Massey, James Neal, and Luther Reese. Everybody called him Step. That was in around 63. Albert Washington, Fletcher Cole, Allen Harrison Jr., James Neal, Ben Massey, and Luther Reese.
And now in the 50s?
Yeah, that was it. That was in the probably that's the early 60s.
Early 60s.
It was early 60s, just before I.
Now this was the Quartet Union.
Yeah, you know that guy right there.
No.
That's Sandy Jr.
Oh. Wait till I show up.
That's Sandy Jr. Well, that's a youth group. It was a youth group.
How old was he there?
About 15 or 16.
15 or 16?
Yeah, about 15, 16 years old. Old Charles there too.
What Charles there?
Charles. Here's Charles back here. That's Charles.
I'm back in the corner there.
Yeah, this head right here. That's Charles.
Oh, Sandy Jr.
Yeah. Robert Strayhorn. Robert Strayhorn was the president. Stephen Foster was the vice president. This album, we cut that album in Toledo, Ohio. Brother Nova versus, I think that was the name of the label. And Brother Nova, he was the manager of the
was that Pilgrim Wonders?
Pilgrim Wonders, yeah. Yeah, the Pilgrim Wonders. And so that album went real good. This was the album. This album took us everywhere.
That's the one I remember.
Really, yeah. We went. They carried us constantly.
gotta leave this old walk of life.
Hello, people. I truly hope you enjoyed this one Up Above My Head. To continue on, please refer to part 2 and be blessed.
Face Jesus, face to face. I want to hear him when he tell me, well done. But before I can hear his voice, there's something I gotta do. One more thing, even one more thing. Oh Lordy, Jordan River. Oh, Lord, I'm bound to cross. Oh, Jordan, I'm on my way home, going to Zion. Whoa, talking about the river line. Oh, I'm bound, Lord, I'm bound, and I've got one more river between me and God's kingdom. I ain't got but one more between me and everlasting life. Y'all don't mind, I want to say it again. I just want to say it one more time. Oh Lord, tell you it's Jordan River. Well, Lord, I'm bound to cross. Oh, Jordan, oh, chilly Jordan. Oh,